Time for Mr. Truck, reviewing the latest innovations for your truck and trailer.
Now, Mr. Truck's here to explain to you about this 2020 Ridgeline. Top of the, well, it's not quite top of the line, but it's very, very loaded. Now, I call it a truck. I call it a truck because it has a bed. It's a usable bed, even though right here, this is not where the bed and the cabin split. That's just they make it look that way. It used to be all one stamped piece, but it's a unibody. It's all in one piece. They cut it out for the doors, but now look. Another reason, even though it's a unibody, even though it's independent suspension, I call it a truck because it's got a truck seat. Look at that seat. Look how tall that is. You know, cars you lay down in them and you have to crawl back out. But trucks have a seat like your kitchen table. And I think this is a taller seat than what's in a Tacoma. Now watch this. Now see that? See where my thighs are? My muscular thighs? That's sitting on the seat. It's not up in the air like it is in a car. I've got plenty of room in this. This is one of the biggest cabins. I think the biggest cabin in the mid-sized truck class. But I'm sitting in it like a truck. Now, but wait, there's more. Besides the great visibility over the hood line, which I really appreciate. Okay, I'm in the Honda Ridgeline. It is a truck. Look over the hood. I have such great visibility. I can see way down, I think better than any other mid-size. I love it. Of course, you know, I've got a moonroof. All these luxury vehicles have moonroofs, so I can check out when I'm in the mountains what the deer are doing. I love the interior of this. It's got paddle shifters, for crying out loud. My Honda side-by-side has these. I love paddle shifting. And you look there in the middle. I don't have the engine on, but they're down here. I'm looking at this. Basically tells you how your traction is. And you go up here in your dash, and I push that same button. Shows normal, snow, mud, sand, back to normal. Isn't that cool? And that's all in your dash. Look here also, your shifter. You got park, and this is reverse. In reverse, you have to pull it back, which is really cool. And of course, neutral. But I'm actually can get used to this one pretty fast. I'm glad the buttons are different. Neutral. And then this in here is drive. The drive. And it shows the big D down there. I'm driving. Hit it again. Now I'm in sport mode. Now I can fly, and I can use my paddle shifters to manually shift this truck. At the very bottom, you can shut off the stop-start button. But looking at the dash, I mean, nice little toggle switches for increasing your heat. They're independent each side. This is one of the loaded models. And then here's your fan button. So I can turn that fan up right there. And if you want to do the volume on the radio, it's a little tricky. You got to go over to source, and you go up and down with the plus and minus. Oh, there it is. There's your volume button. Too cool. Yes. And of course it's tilt. Of course it's tilt. Let's see. Up and down, but no tilt. Oh, there is telescope. Look at that. A lot of the full-size trucks don't even have that. That is just too cool. I'm putting the traction control thing, whatever they call it, intelligent traction management. I'm putting the intelligent traction management in mud. Let's see what this does. Okay. I haven't done that with one of these before. This is going to be quite the deal. Wow, that was pretty fun. Big cab. A lot of room in the back, not a lot of leg room in the back row. Now this is a wide cab. I think it's the widest of all the mid-size. But look at this big back seat. Not a lot of leg room, but it's actually got full-size seats with thigh support. Oh, there's a lever. Yeah, look at that. You get some separation between your feet and storage area under the seat. That's pretty good. It's got a little manual level. That is so cool. So when you fold it down, that comes forward. So you got very good support for us hefty guys. Heavy duty reporters, we need support in the back seat. And then down there, of course, some more USB cords, plug-ins. And you got some air conditioning vents. Now look at this big cup holder. That's an armrest for two people. That is nice size for a mid-sized truck. rear defrost, and I think a power rear window. Of course. But come back here now. Look, come here, Ricardo. My friend Rick, something to do this. Come around the corner here. Now, in the old days when we had mini trucks, that meant that you could use them like a motorized wheelbarrow. You could reach your hand over. Look in here, Rick. I can reach this piece of wood on the floor. I love it. This is how you use stuff. You can get your tools, your shovel, all that stuff you need. Why did it beep? So, a very usable bed. Reach the floor. That makes a lot of sense. This is a usable truck. Now, you know, you've got a normal tailgate. I've got this ATV trailer on here. I can get to everything. But watch this. Now, I got this trailer on here. Now, you've got to angle it like I did here. You can't do it straight in line because there won't be enough room. But with it angled, I can reach down here where it says open or whatever, and there's the tailgate. I can open it clear up. Now, isn't that cool? So the trailer did not stop me from using the tailgate this way. And, watch this, 5'8". I can do anything. I don't have to be 9 feet tall. But with this truck bed and the door open kind of like a barn door, a big long barn door, I can walk right up to the back of the truck, grab my shovels, grab my bags of seed or whatever I'm needing. It's right there. Now look over the top. Now do you see the fender wells? They almost disappear. There is so much room between the fender wells, it's wider than what a sheet of plywood or drywall is. And with the tailgate laying down, you can put all kinds of heavy stuff in here. Now look at the tie downs. There's 4 tie downs. You can see where they are, so you can hang on to that lawnmower and that 4-wheeler. I've had a 4-wheeler in one of these. My next trick, watch this. It's a lock key, but that's my trunk. Look at that. About half the bed is trunk. I don't know if you can see how deep it is. My goodness, it's a couple feet deep. You can put a bale of hay in there. Now, if my friends are always complaining about the spare tire in there and the jack, because you got to unload all this stuff to get to the jack. Well, you only have to unload part of it. You unload 5-6 inches, you're there. The rest of the stuff can stay in the bottom of your trunk. But if you got an SUV or a crossover, you got the same problem. The spare tire's not in your seat. It's in the back under the floor. So even on an SUV or a crossover, you got to take all the crap out of the back of it, get the thing open so you get to the spare tire. I don't see any disadvantage in having the spare tire there. It's got hole drains, so you can actually fill it full of ice and do a tailgate party, drinking your favorite milk or soda pop or water. Yeah, so you can fill that full of that's a pretty big ice chest, by golly. So it's made for fun. But wait, there's more. Over here, you got this little door. Of course, it comes right off. And there's a plug. There's 120 volts right there. You can have your tailgate party, plug in your big screen, plug in your tools. I love it. A well thought out truck, because it's a truck. Now, I'm going to close this tailgate. Not even hitting my trailer. Such a usable machine. And watch me fold the tailgate down again. So cool, and it's a heavy tailgate. I've loaded 4-wheelers off this trailer right up into here, pulled a 4-wheeler for it. With it, there's a wasp right next to you, Rick, but he won't sting you more than once. But that is so cool. And it looks to me like an El Camino or Ranchero did in the old days, and this is more functional. You got more seats, you got more room. Isn't this a cool truck? But now, look at this. Up here, in the front, behind this wall is corrugated stone wall and speakers. So the speakers come right through that, make this vibrate, and then you have the tailgate party. You have the beverage on ice, you have giant speakers, you got a tailgate that goes both ways. You know, this is so good. You can have a beach party. Beach party bingo, that's what that's called. But isn't that cool? This is really a usable truck. And when I get to that nursing home age, this is going to be my truck. My scooter will fit in there. I can haul 4 nurses.
If you have a short bed truck, you know it's not easy to hook up to a gooseneck. Pop-Up came out with these extensions from 9 inches to 16 inches to keep you from breaking out your back window when you're pulling a gooseneck trailer. And everybody uses a short bed. That's the most proper truck there is a crew cab short bed. So protect that window.
Of course, way up in front of the console, you got USB port, you got the 120, so you can plug in whatever you're using. Of course, cup holders. Big console, it's a wide console. And it has some more plug-ins for your electricity. And you close this up. Good looking. Good looking interior, 3 colors. I like it. I'm going to go over a lot of the features because I think this is a truck, and I'll show you why. I know everybody, yes, it's a unibody. Yes, it's front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. But you know, in my opinion, and this has like an automatic all-wheel drive system. It sets up whenever your wheels slip. But I think that new Maverick that's coming out from Ford, which is very similar in size, I think, to the Ford Courier, one size below the Ranger, I bet you that's going to be a front-wheel drive unibody too. Guess we'll find out. But I think it's a future for this size of a truck. I mean, this will tow 5,000 pounds. I mean, there's a lot of purposes this truck has. Looky, a button in the door. I can see it for the fuel door. A lot of vehicles have them hidden. They haven't seen them in trunk underneath the dash. Right there in the door. Now, looking at the sticker in the door, the thing was made in Alabama. And it shows your gross vehicle weight rating is 6,019. That's loaded plus the truck. Now look down here, and it shows that your payload is 1,477. That's pretty big for this size of a truck. And there's my backup camera, so I can see what I'm backing up to. It's a pretty clear picture. Wow, and it's got some adjustments. That like the 360 backup. We'll go to this one. Wow, that's the normal one. Then we can go to the close-up one. Wow, when I get close up to a hitch, I love that. It's a very good feature to have. And let's see here, it shows something else. So I can see where my ball is. That's awesome. So all I gotta do is back up to my trailer, and you shall see it. Let's put the other one on so I can see how far away it is. It's a long ways back there. I'm gonna push it on this one. Cool. Gotta see where I'm at. Then as I get closer, I'm gonna push this one, and it shows me really close of where I am. So I'm using my outside mirrors too. Look at that. Look at that. Missed it by a little bit. But yeah, now here's the shifter I'm talking about. Park is real easy to find. But reverse, you have to pull back on it, which I like that. So you're not going to make a mistake hitting the wrong button. Of course, then you got drive and sport. Awesome. We made it to Jackson Lake. So I was just looking at some of the cool controls on here. Look at this. You've got a rear fan on and off switch. I mean, how many little mid-sized trucks have that? A rear fan that you can turn off in the back. That is so cool. Then I was looking through some of this other stuff on the dash. My goodness. You can go through here and check your fuel mileage. There's a compass. There's your air pressure. It's all cool. Engine life. Yeah, awesome. Let's see, there's some other buttons I was playing with here. There's your adaptive cruise control buttons in the steering wheel. And then there's stuff you can run around and reset and scroll through your screen. And I have no idea what this button does. Oh yeah, that's in your center console. I want you to do all these weird things. That's cool. And then this is your volume control for your radio, as well as there's one up here on the screen too. And then I was playing with, let's see, now home gets you to all your sources. Look at all the cool stuff you can do. You got settings, you got everything there. That's a decent sized screen. It's probably 8 inches. But yeah, I really like this truck. Now if you look in there, it shows I'm getting 15.2 fuel mileage. It's only on 16 miles. But I'm pulling this trailer and it is right under 3,000 pounds. So that means I don't have to have a weight distributing hitch. I don't have to have a trailer brake controller in the vehicle. And this does not have a trailer brake controller, which would be nice. But at 5,000 pounds maximum, you're probably never going to need it. It all depends on what you do. And here at Jackson Lake, just went through the ranger station. It's open now. You can have groups of 10 or less. But I got an annual pass. I bring vehicles out here every week, so I couldn't just have one of those sticker pass kind of things. I got a real annual family pass so far out, so I can go to all the state parks in Colorado now. Only had to pay 120 buckaroos. Okay, got my annual park pass, got all my cameras hooked up. And so far, it's been towing real easy. This is handled it's under 3,000 pounds by a few pounds, just barely under 3,000 pounds, and that's the ATV and that Honda side-by-side Pioneer. So I got a Honda and a Honda. What a deal. But we've got 4 of these Hondas, 3 ATVs and 1 side-by-side. So they're dependable machines. They last forever. You take care of them, you change the oil in them, and it's amazing. Some of mine are 5 years old now. We've never done anything to them other than rolling down the mountain. I've done that a few times. But that's me. That's not the fault of the ATV or the side-by-side. I really like the side-by-side because it's got seat belts and roll bar, which is my age. This is what you need to survive these trips. I love ATVing, but, you know, sometimes I fall over. Anyway, up here at the state park, make sure I can see all my cameras. There it is. And we're taking in the sights by the little inlet and go by the boat ramp and see how beautiful it is out here in the prairie of eastern Colorado, following the Platte River. That's kind of how it is. My last location, last house, was a mile from the river, and our new place, the world headquarters for MrTruck.com, MrTruck.tv, MrTrader.com, MrTruck.net. Anyway, world headquarters is in eastern Colorado, a mile from the Platte River. So, enjoying it so far. Like the eagles and the turtles and the bobcats, and it's just fun in the sun. But now we're close to Jackson Lake, so we can play on the water. I gotta get me one of those ski-doo things now. Not ski-doos, sea-doos. Gotta get me some of those water boat things. Pull around and jump on the water. I can't swim, so that's one thing we've got to get done is the swimming. But so far, you know, this truck is designed for 5,000 pounds. I'm only towing 3,000 pounds, so it's handling well. I don't need weight distributing hitch. I don't have it on here, and it's handling very, very well. It's not swaying a bit going down the road. Pretty well balanced. Got this ATV just a little ahead center, and so we're moving right along. There's the inlet right here. I'm sure you can see from the camera. A lot of people fish right here, where the inlet feeds from the Platte into Jackson Lake. Beautiful trees are all leaving out. It's just gorgeous out here. Everything's green. The sagebrush is green. The cattle are having babies. It's just wonderful. This time of the year, spring. So, the park's all open now, and the campgrounds are open. So you can, as long as you're a group of less than 10, they're happy to see you, which is good. Things are finally opening up a little bit. We're still being cautious. You know, I'm wearing my mask and my gloves everywhere I go when I'm around people. I had it on when I was there. I should have had this camera on when I was talking to the park ranger, giving them $120 for my annual park pass, which I needed, which is a little higher than normal because that's like for 2 vehicles. So, but I got a new vehicle. I have a new vehicle out here every week. So I want to be legal. I want my kids to come out and play, and I can put this on their vehicles as long as they're in the same family as me, and I still think my kids are in my family. It's beautiful out here. You know, lilac bushes are all in bloom. I love the smell of lilacs. Not wild about dandelions or marigolds. That's a different smell, but yeah. So it's cool living in the prairie. I mean, nothing beats the views of the mountains, and we do that as often as possible, about every week. Go up to the mountains, try to find a new route to go on. We'll be driving our ATVs up there as soon as I find a place to unload all my trailers. Still got stuff from the big move in my toy hauler. I don't want to be able to haul ATVs in it, so I got to find more places to stack stuff. Get us a shop built, and all that fun stuff is in our future. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting 14.7, close to 15, just on the start of this trip, and that's not going too fast, and it's pulling this light trailer. This is actually rated a lot higher. I think it's rated 24 on the highway. Yep, it is 24 on the highway. Yeah, I'm calling this a truck. It's got a large cab. It's not an off-road truck, and it's not like a towing truck, a big towing truck. But, you know, that's very good. It's 24 miles a gallon highway, 19 city, 21 running around in town. Nope, I'm sorry. Let me say it again. MPG, according to the EPA, is 24 highway, 21 combined, and 19 in the city. So, which is right around what everybody else is getting on the high end. But, yeah, the paddle shifters is so cool. Just like the Honda I have on the back here, side by side. I like paddle shifters. Makes you feel like you're in a sports car. But yeah, you can haul all kinds of things in here, so there's nothing wrong with that. And that 9-speed is a little more powerful. This is this 3.5 liter puppy, and it's a V6. And under the hood, look, it's got Earth Dreams technology. Man, oh macro, now that sounds pretty sophisticated. Earth Dreams. Whoa. Variable cylinder management. And payloads, I'm getting 17 on here, 1700, but that's not what it said in the door. It says a lot less than that. But, you know, this rascal is $43,140 MSRP. $1,120 of that is for the shipping. Assembly point was Lincoln, Alabama. The engine came from the USA. The transmission came from the USA. This is all good to go. Yeah, the new 9-speed is new for this year. It's got the VTM4 all-wheel drive system. Heavy-duty automatic cooler, integrated closed boxed frame. Well, they're calling it a box frame, but it's your unibody with subframes. And, you know, it usually connects to the floor pan. 4-wheel disc brakes, intelligent traction management. We tried all that out. Electric power steering, of course. It's like rack and pinion, rack and pinion kind of a thing. But, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the tank size of the tank is on it. Let's see. It's an ACE body structure, whatever that is. Electronic brake distribution, which is they're all going to that so that they'll brake similar front to back depending on where your load is, which is really good. We saw the tire pressure monitoring system. 8 speakers. Yeah. Trying to find something that's really unusual on it. But it's called Crystal Black. The interiors are black. But this is the Ridgeline all-wheel drive RTL-E. RTL-E. That's the thing on it. Comes with floor mats. I guess that's normal for most people. I like the rubber mats, but there's the heated front seats. On the back seats, I showed you how it folds up. 10-way power seat. Tri-zone automatic control. That's in the front and both sides on the front, both sides on the front and one in the rear, which is really comfortable for such a small vehicle. It has an awful lot of comfort features. Yeah, power sliding rear window. That didn't used to be much of a thing because it sucked dirt in it, but now, you know, you don't have much in the bed. It doesn't matter. It just gives you one more place to let the air flow. 18-inch wheels. Of course, it has the fog lights, the cargo bed, steel reinforced composite cargo bed. That's what that's called. And they call the tailgate that dual action tailgate. It's got the 400 watt AC inverter in the trunk. We showed you that plug-in, and that's pretty powerful, 400 watts. That's heated. Heated power door mirrors. Capless fuel filter. I'm getting used to those now. On this size of a truck, it's perfectly fine. Adaptive cruise control is great. Collision mitigation braking. Lane keep assist. Road departure mitigation. They want to keep you alive, that's for sure. But I think we've gone over most of the things on this truck, and I'm pretty impressed with it. You know, it's kind of pricey, but all the high-end midlines are right in that price. You know, you get a Ranger or a Tacoma, a TDR Pro, or, you know, the high-end on the Canyon or the Colorado, and you've got some money involved. Of course, the Frontier is the cheap one. But, yeah, it's good value. And, you know, we got a Honda towing a Honda, and the Honda people are very loyal because they, you know, I remember when I was going around to all horse trader or the horse trail riding expos, and I take my trailers and we'd show all the new technology in trucks and trailers. And I'd have women come up to me and said that if Honda ever made a dually diesel to pull their horse trailers, that they would buy it because they know the dependability. I was impressed by that, but that's what they thought of it. You know, they got tired of having their domestic trucks in the shop, so they thought the dependable Honda would be the thing to have, and I thought that would be cool. But I really doubt if Honda's going to make a dually diesel. But it would be interesting. They should make one just for me to try it out, and I'll tell them what they need to do. It'd be great. Towing a little under 3,000 pounds, the ATV, the Honda side-by-side Pioneer, my ATV trailer. It's smooth. There's no sway. I'm really level. I've got the truck and the trailer level. It's great. Handling's great. No sway. No issues at all. And this is independent suspension, so, you know, it gives you a better ride. And I think that's coming. I mean, you know, this is not an off-road truck. This is not a big towing truck. But it is a truck. And it's a whole new size. I mean, we'll see what happens. But it's a unibody like all SUVs. Well, your smaller SUVs, crossovers are unibody. Your cars are unibody. So it has subframes that hold the axle on to the floor pan. But, you know, this could be the future. I'm not saying it's the future of a dually diesel or any of that. Those will probably still always be solid axles and heavy springs, maybe air rides on everything. But in this class of a truck, four-wheel independent, it's good. Gives you a better ride. You know, that's why your weight's not so high. It's 5,000 on a trailer, and that's kind of what you do. But this, you know, I'm almost guessing at that Maverick from Ford when it comes out in a couple of years, which is a smaller truck than the Ranger. It's kind of like the old Couriers, but you're going to see a few of those come out now for fuel mileage and the cost. You know, people can't afford all these $80,000 trucks, $70,000 half tons. So, and this is not a cheap truck either. This Ridgeline's pretty well loaded. It's got all the toys. I'll go over that in a minute. But anyhow, I'm almost thinking at that Maverick from Ford, that little mini truck, when it comes out, I'm betting it's a unibody, I'm betting it's front-wheel drive like the Honda, and four-wheel independent suspension would be, that's what I'm betting on. Because, you know, if those people who just need a truck occasionally don't haul big loads, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Ridgeline. And I think Ford sees that. So you're going to see more competition for the Ridgeline. But right now, the Ridgeline is a great choice. I mean, very comfortable. It's like the largest cab in the class of mid-size. My goodness, you got more room. You still don't have any leg room in the back. None of the mid-size have leg room in the back. Made for the little people, the young people. But anyway, very comfortable ride, and I like all this room. I mean, this is unbelievable for the midsize. I mean, some of those midsize just don't have much room at all. You're all squinched in, and that's fine. And you know, everybody needs to make their own truck decision. But there's nothing wrong with the Ridgeline. I think it's a very good. I think it's a new class of trucks, and I think you're going to see other truck makers, manufacturers follow some of the remarkable things that this Ridgeline has. I mean, it's quiet, it's smooth. I mean, there's nothing to steering this, which is rack opinion. But four-wheel independent, it's not squatting. You know, if I was to overload this, it would be a Volkswagen, especially the old Beetles, where the tires used to squat out. And I can see that happening on the independent suspension if you overloaded it. But that's why, you know, they rated it 5,000 pounds trailer. And, you know, tongue weight, I'll go over the tongue weight. That's tongue weight, the payload here in a little bit. I actually set it on camera what the payload is on it. So it's all very reasonable. And I'm thinking, you know, 20 years, 10, 20 years, when I end up in that nursing home or or assisted living, you know, this would be the truck I'll want. So I can put the scooter in the back and unload it, and then have my nurses ride with me, and it'd be great. I think this is my future geriatric vehicle when I get ready to go to that assisted living thing and all that fun stuff. But no, I mean, that's me. That's my lifestyle, what I'm going to be doing. Of course, I'll be driving big pickups for a long time, and someday electric pickups. But this is a great consumer truck for the right people. I mean, a suburban setting, people in the city, you know, you can haul your lawnmowers in the back, haul your fertilizers, some logs, and it's more than 4 feet wide between the fender wells. So you fold the tailgate down, you can haul full sheets of plywood or drywall or any of that stuff. So it serves so many purposes, you know, and nothing wrong with it. Someone call it a truck because it's got a bed in the back. I consider it a truck. It's just a small truck, and it's a special truck, and I enjoy it, and I think there's definitely a place in the market for it, and I think they're going to get more and more popular now. They've got, you know, the look kind of like an El Camino, but the seat, I'm going to video the seat on the seat sits higher than it does like an El Camino or Ranchero. So this is going to be that new car truck like thing like the El Camino and Ranchero. And those didn't have all-wheel drive or any of that stuff. A little bigger bed, but you know, they only made a single cab, so they had seat belts for 3. Here this has got seat belts for 5, and they're like captain chairs in the front with armrests. But yeah, it's a new class of truck, and you know, it's a yellow unibody and all that. But and the bed is still the same piece of metal for the bed and the truck. It used to be, it was all in sheet metal. You could see it. But now they put this little crease in there, so it makes it look like it's got a separate bed from the truck. But that's just, you know, it's for looks. It's how marketing works. They want to try to mess with your mind with what people are asking for. If it doesn't look like a truck, they don't like it. So this looks like, you know, a truck. It's just more of like an old El Camino or Ranchero style. But yeah, definitely is a place in the market for this. And this has got the new 9-speed, so that should improve fuel mileage. And we got this thing all the way up to like 15 on the highway with cruise control with, you know, right under 3,000 pounds of trailer. And you know what I'm towing. So, but I did. So there's a lot of good things to say about this Ridgeline, and I'm going to try to say them all here in this video. And you know, like in all my videos, I'm always towing trailers because you know the average person can't go get a new truck to test drive and throw a trailer on it, but I can. So that's what I'm always showing you on doing that. And I've been towing trailers for over 40 years. And I've been doing this journalism thing full time for almost 19 years, I think. So this is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it, and I'm always trying to bring out, you know, the different things about trucks that you may not hear anywhere else. So, you know, in this market, you've got to be different. But I've been doing it for a long, long time. Selling trucks for 10 years, you know, pulling trailers for 40. So I'm an old man in the industry. That's how it goes. You know, the Expedition, the video before this, I couldn't wear my cowboy hat, even though it's a small cowboy hat. 3-inch brim, 3-inch crown. Usually works, but they've raised up made a bigger headrest out of the front seats backwards. You can flip them over. So that disappointed me. Then I got in this Honda. I thought maybe, hey, this would be cool if this Ridgeline has more headroom in it, but it doesn't. I couldn't wear my hat in here, so I'm back to baseball caps. That's how it goes. I guess that's the future. They don't want us wearing cowboy hats unless we're on a horse. Now here's another reason I know that this Ridgeline is a truck. Because look, there's the hitch. There's the plug where I can use them. There's no plastic cover over it. This must be a truck.